Good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith here with team coverage with meteorologist Matt Barentine as we're tracking what's going on with Hurricane Sally now. And we've got an update from the National Hurricane Center. This is the 7 o'clock update from NHC. And what they do with these intermediate advisories is they often don't change the track, but they will update the intensity of the storm. And we've noted a few changes here. So still holding the winds at 100. We're not seeing that intense burst of deep convection around the system that we had earlier today when the center became at the low levels and mid levels vertically aligned. But what we are seeing here is a system that's at least holding its own. The pressure has come up slightly, so that's good. We're not looking at rapid intensification, but still it is a formidable hurricane, and the track has not been looking favorable for us as it's been moving more in our direction with the forecast models today. Looking at what's going on with rainfall out there, the worst of the rain and the worst of the weather is just off our beaches. It would be great if it would just stay out over the Gulf, but ultimately this storm is going to gain a little bit of latitude. It's not moving quickly. It's going to the west-northwest at 5, but there is enough northward motion. It's going to bring some of these rain bands closer to the coast, and ultimately it's going to turn northwest and north, possibly even northeast, as it arcs around and builds a ridge building over southern Florida, and a trough swings in from the north. So looking at these rain bands, how much time do you have left to prep for this thing? Well, if you're down at the coast, looking at Pensacola Beach and Santa Rosa Island, it's pretty tough going out there tonight. We're starting to see an increase in rain. South Baldwin County, it's showery, and the same thing for Dauphin Island, but we're not seeing intense rain bands. Mobile County, Baldwin County, some opportunities to still prep for this potential significant hurricane. Could even be a major hurricane. Right now, the official forecast has it as a 110-mile-per-hour system tomorrow. So taking a look at it, that's the edge of the heavy rain right near the beaches. Here is the track from the National Hurricane Center. It is a wide cone, possible landfall anywhere from the Louisiana-Mississippi line to the Florida-Alabama line, with the middle point of that line being somewhere along the Mississippi coast or into Mobile County. You can see that we're expecting the low-level flow, which is out of the east. It's going to continue to send it in the direction of Louisiana coast in the short term. Meanwhile, it's going to be held up by a westerly flow aloft, and that's why it's in a little stalemate. That's why it's moving slow. We do expect a ridge to build over Florida and a trough to swing in. That'll pull it more northward, but that's not going to happen until tomorrow afternoon. And about tomorrow afternoon, it should be about at its peak intensity. After that, it may begin to weaken some, but the National Hurricane Center has it as 105-mile-per-hour Category 2 at landfall, and a possible landfall tomorrow night or Wednesday morning. And the computer models are still a bit all over the place with this. We're going to keep tracking it. I'll have an update coming up on Fox 10 News at 9 p.m. Of course, we're going to have updates on the half hour as well, but by far the worst impact that we're expecting to see would be flooding from rainfall, because we could get 15 to 20 inches of rain. Winds at elevated wind risk now. I mean, this is way more significant. It's going to be right on us, and also the surge risk is significant. We're looking at 6 to 9 feet above normal tide for places like Mobile Bay, especially the western side of Mobile Bay. Dog River, Fowl River, where we get that east wind, is going to be a problem. Alabama Port, Dauphin Island, the causeway to Dauphin Island, the causeway looking like a possibility. And as far as that track, I mean, what are some of the possibilities? Well, if the trough picks it up and it's later, it's more of a stalling of the storm, it may start to eventually turn northeast. We think that'll happen. Some models say Mississippi coast and then northeast. Others say Alabama, then northeast. We've got a few outliers here now promoting more of a panhandle solution. So if you're in Destin or Fort Walton Beach or Pensacola or South Baldwin County, this thing could very well come right at you. Mobile County is certainly in the heart of the cone right now, and the Mississippi coast is not out of the woods. That's the latest on Sally. We'll have another update at the bottom of the hour at 7:30, and we're preparing for a really comprehensive update on this coming up on Fox 10 News at 9 p.m. We're going to have the latest from the National Hurricane Center as far as the forecast track, all the models, and live reports from in the field at 9 o'clock.